17th of May, it's going to be a really important day, especially when it comes to you, my gorgeous Taurus. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. The 17th of May is going to be really important because of quite a few reasons. Okay, this is going to be the day, this is going to be the time when you're going to realize a really, really interesting accomplishment that you had. It's all about you, it's all about your accomplishment, and it's all about what you have been focusing on so far and what actually happened so far. This particular accomplishment that you are going to have on the 17th of May is going to be literally mind-blowing, and it's going to affect you in such a way where you're going to be able to stand back from the situation, look at the picture from a whole different angle, and that in itself is going to be the new starting point, which is going to be the beginning of the massive unfoldment. This unfoldment is going to be very significant and is going to take a time indeed. Now, something very particular is going to happen on this day when it comes to your way of thinking, when it comes to your way of what you're focusing on, what you're thinking about. You don't even need to do anything. Subconsciously, there is just so much going to be happening. All what I want to say to you, all what you need to know is just be open-minded, be open-minded, be open-minded, and be completely open to new possibilities and to new opportunities, because the power of your mind is going to be, again, very strong. This is your time. This is when your energy is very vibrational. This is when your time is like you're very grounded, and at the same time you're going to be very powerful. You just think positive, and whatever you're thinking about, you're just already going to start the process of manifestation. The 17th of May is just going to reflect on you in such a way that whatever you're thinking about, you're just going to start process of manifestation, of the actual manifestation already, because the power of your mind is going to be really strong indeed. And I want to say to you also that at the same time, this is going to be the time of your transformation. Your transformation is about to start, and this is why you have to be very optimistic, and you have to be very positive throughout this particular day. Try to think about your life, try to think about what would you like to do next, and try to think about what maybe came to an end, and try to think about the new beginnings. This is all going to be very interesting indeed, and it is going to make sense. Don't worry. What else I was going to say, that something, whether you're going to be aware of it or whether you're not going to be aware of it, you are about to plant the seed. An important seed, a spiritual seed. That's why I'm saying that the second stage of this is going to be in April 2020. So whatever it happens here, the second stage, the massive, huge stage of the manifestation of this particular subject is actually going to happen in April 2020. So that's why I'm saying that this is going to be really significant, and this is all going to be connected. Don't worry. And also what I was going to say is just all about your own transformation, which is going to lead towards you feeling very optimistic, re-energized completely, and this is going to start feeling like your own rebirth, literally. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot reading for Taurus, and it's for May 2019. So it's for you, my gorgeous Taurus, and it's for May 2019. And let me tell you something. What's your number? It's number 1. It is all about the new beginning. It is all about this powerful energy. It is all about this sharp energy that is just going to give you this wonderful sharpness. You're going to have a gift of making decisions ridiculously quickly. You're most certainly not going to need to kind of think about decisions or anything like that, because you, in your particular case, throughout the months, you're going to be very sharp, you're going to be very quick, and you're going to be followed by your spirit guides and followed by your angels. Therefore, subconscious mind is going to be very strong, and your third psychic eye is going to be enhanced, which means that without even thinking, you're going to be able to make really interesting decisions, make really important decisions, and then you say something, oh my God, where did this come from? It's going to be that type of thing. Very interesting time indeed. But also what number 1 is going to make you realize that your life is changing big time. This is going to be the beginning of something really big. This is going to be the beginning of something really special, because you're going to start feeling lots of energy, you're going to start feeling lots of optimism, but also there's certain things that are going to become obvious to you, like certain directions, and especially when it comes to the enthusiasm. Your enthusiasm is going to be the key. Your optimism is going to be the key, because that in itself is just going to become the whole new initiative and a new learning experience, something to learn. The desire to learn something new is going to be really strong. Whether this, and this is just so significant, you just need to pay attention to everything that's happening around you throughout the month, but especially to what you feel drawn to when it comes to like a new learning experience. Whether you're not working, whether you're working, whether you would like to find a job, whether you're retired, it all depends. It doesn't matter, but it's still going to be connected to a whole new stage that is just going to be literally life-changing, and it's just going to make you realize that you have literally unlimited possibilities. If you were thinking about this stage or this situation to unfold only like about 3 or 4 months ago, it would have been completely different. But now things are starting to change. They already started to change last month, like there is no tomorrow. So now this is going to be the second very, very important stage indeed. And there is also going to be an important message that is going to arrive, and that particular message is also going to kind of become the new starting point of something really important in your life, because it's just going to make you realize that the financial situation is about to start improving. Okay, what else I was going to say, when it comes to the actual health, you see, you're just going to basically, the energy levels, this is going to be a really good month, because you are going to feel this energy, you are going to feel this wonderful energy, which is on another hand reflect on you in a good way, because you're going to kind of like go and do things that you haven't done in a long time. You will feel very adventurous, you will feel really good. So when it comes to health, I think this is like the energy levels are going to be absolutely fantastic. You're going to be able to feel this, and ailments, long ailments that you might have been suffering from, that you didn't see any improvements, you should see improvement this month. So that in itself, it's also going to reflect on you in a good way, of course. On another hand, your neck is going to be like a really sensitive area, and your shoulders and your neck in particular, it's going to be quite sensitive area. So just make sure that you sit in the correct way, make sure that you lie down in the correct way, make sure that you've got a nice pillow, that's really good pillow for you, and also try to like get someone to give you a little massage every now and then, and just do like a little exercises, when it comes to your neck and when it comes to your shoulder, because this bit is going to be quite sensitive. And on another hand, it's like your throat is going to be a little bit sensitive area, so it's telling me that it's going to be like a little bit of a cold flu symptoms, which is nothing unusual. And I think especially when it comes to you, again, for the cold and flu symptoms, I would highly recommend you to get like a strong dose of vitamin C. If you can take like a vitamin C strong dose throughout the month, every single day, every single morning, the very first thing in the morning. And if you can take like a vitamin C, but just like without any horrible ingredients or anything like that, if you can take it like as natural as possible. If you are on any other medications, if you are pregnant or you are breastfeeding, you need to check with your doctor, or you need to check with your GP whether you can take this or not. But it's just that basically vitamin C tablets are going to help you a lot when it comes to the actual cold and flu symptoms. But I can also see that there's going to be slight sensitivity when it comes to inside of your mouth, like your gums, and vitamin C is also good for that, because it helps with the healing when it comes to your gums. And this is why I need you to take a vitamin C, because it's going to help you quite a lot, especially when it comes to like a cold and flu symptoms and things like that. Okay, so now I'm just going to focus on the very first date, second date. I already told you the 17th of May, it's going to be important, but now the second date is going to be like a 1st of May. Now the 1st of May is just going to be the time when someone is going to play an important role, because through somebody's faithfulness and loyalty, you are going to kind of make a certain decision, and the decision that you are going to make, it's also going to come from this person and somehow going to be connected to the certain news. So the bottom line is that at around the time when you're thinking about some kind of ritual, some kind of confirmation, like when it comes to some kind of ritual or something like that, when it comes to some kind of invocation which is connected to your emergence and things like that, this is going to be the time when the faithful person is going to play an important role. And that is just going to be so significant, because it's connected to the certain news, and that is going to make you think, about the inconsistency in your life. What is inconsistent in your life? And you will want to kind of like think about it, and then it is just going to you're going to realize that a certain journey came to an end. There is something that is going to need to change in your life, but it's a lot to do with your own particular adjustment in the way when you're going to need to change things a little bit. This is where you're going to need to add start adding things into your life, start changing things in your life. Just start changing your things by doing things that you haven't done, that you are not doing. Perhaps there's also really, really valuable advice going to come through. There is somebody by the end of the day on the 1st of May that it's also going to give you a wonderful, beautiful and amazing advice, and this person is somebody who's very loving, somebody who's very honorable, somebody who's very good, somebody who's really nice, and somebody who's really nice and good with other people. So watch for this advice, because this person's advice, it's going to kind of become something very strong later on, okay? The second important date, it's going to be on the 13th of May, or the third important date, I suppose. It's going to be on the 13th of May, 1305. Now, number 13, it's a wonderful number, and it's also telling you that there is going to be a little surprise that you are going to have on that day, and the surprise that you are going to have on that day, it's going to be really nice, and it's going to surprise you, and it's going to be connected to somebody, like a relationship or some certain person in your life that means to you a lot. On another hand, you're going to be made aware about a certain deception. So this is nothing to do with what I just said, but this certain deception, it's also somebody that I'm going to need you to be a little bit careful about. So on this particular day, on the 13th of May, try to don't talk about your personal things, don't talk about your personal stuff and things like that, because there is somebody who's a little bit dishonest here, and it's certain jealousy, it's most likely going to become evident. Nothing to do with you, but it's a lot to do with that person. This particular person doesn't mean to you too much, but it's just sometimes this person has got a lot of negative energy around them, so it's the best to protect yourself, to get maybe like a tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is absolutely brilliant, and it's something that I think that you should wear throughout May and throughout June, and this is going to protect you against people like this, against evil eye, and it's also going to help you with the balance, and it's going to help you with the career, and it's going to help you with the finances, all this at the same time, while it's keeping you really centered and grounded as well. This tiger's eye comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below, and by buying this you're also of course supporting my channel. And now the tiger's eye is absolutely brilliant. Sometimes people intentionally want to give us an evil eye, and sometimes people do it unintentionally. It depends how strong people are, it depends how strong the energies are, and depends how strong their intentions are, you see. So that's why we can get affected by this. It depends what state of mind we are, what part of spiritual journey we are going through, and things like that. So it all depends, but it's absolutely brilliant, because believe me or not, this is going to be quite good for you, because I know it sounds weird, but now this is your yin-yang moment, because by the end of the 13th of May, by the end of that day, you see there is going to be the control over the situation that you are going to have, and that is just going to make you realize something really significant, because if this didn't happen with that person, then you wouldn't realize that you are going to have a slight change here. But it's so good, because it's all about a certain control over a situation that you are going to have, and this is going to come through your own strength, through your own courage, and that in itself is just going to give it a new beautiful burst of energy that you are going to have, and that is just going to be the important moment as well. It's where your determination is just going to start coming through. Determination is just going to give you the beautiful feeling of action and feeling of adventure, and this is all about your accomplishments. This May is going to be really important, and you will see, mentally and spiritually, what you were focusing on and what you were thinking about. Now this is the time. Now this is the time when things are going to start happening, and now this is the time when things are going to start unfolding, and you will see exactly what I mean. This energy that you are going to feel, this energy that you are going to have, you're also going to be able again to kind of project on everything around you. You will be projecting this energy into your home, into your environment. You will again want to keep on changing, keep on living, keep on feeling things around you, and that is going to be a really amazing new starting point, because spiritually this is going to be really good for you. Spiritually this is going to be good for you, because you're going to be in the mood to keep on changing things around you, and that is really good. It's never good to leave things as they are always for a long time. It's so good to keep on changing things. Even my little plants, I'm constantly changing them. Okay, the third important day, my gorgeous Taurus, is going to be on the 31st of May. Now, the 31st of May, it's going to be the day when you will just want to like kind of take care of yourself in like a little reward. This is all going to be about a certain reward. You know, you're going to feel like you really want to like do something different, but in the sense of like maybe you want to take some spa, maybe you want to do a new haircut, or maybe you want to do new hairstyle, maybe you want to buy a new piece of clothes, you know, or it's going to be a really good day to play with the colors as well. Play with the colors, play with the colors, play with the colors. Wear a different color. Wear a different color. I know this sounds weird, but every single color has got a different energy, and especially those colors that we don't wear, or those colors that we don't like, you know, once we wear them, they bring the whole different vibration, the whole different energy within us. So this would be also a fantastic day to actually wear a color that you don't normally wear. Do you wear black? Don't you wear black? Or maybe like a green, yellow, blue, you know, do it, because this color is going to bring the whole different vibration, and you will see exactly what I mean. And this is the time also when we tap into this particular energy, when we are able to feel and sense things around us in a slightly different way, and this is all going to come and stem from this particular different vibration that comes from a different color, believe me or not. So this is going to be the great day to start wearing a different color. On another hand, I can also see that there is a certain journey that is going to become evident, certain journey that you will want to plan, or you're going to plan, or you're going to go to, you will want to go to on this day, and this is going to become really evident. And when I see the journey trip planned in the cards like this is going to be important, because this is something that you need to do, something that you're going to benefit from. And the bottom line is, it's something that is going to help you to have a spiritual experience that is going to be really little, really small, but it's just going to come out with the fact that there is a certain idea that was missing in your life. It's just going to come forward through this particular experience. Okay, this is also going to make you feel really creative. The 31st of May is going to be ooh la la day when it comes to your own creativity, and this is going to be fantastic. And let me tell you something else. The 31st of May is just going to be like a huge day, massive day, an important day. That's the last day of the month, but this is also going to be the day when the beautiful, amazing, huge, enormous spiritual door, the most beautiful spiritual door, are going to appear in front of you. Once you go through the spiritual door, once you walk into the June dimension is going to be completely different. And before that happens, what you're going to realize, it's a success, your own personal success and gain. You're going to end up with more good news indeed, and you're also going to have a certain obstacle problem that it's going to come back, and now you're going to deal with it, and now you're going to do so well. It's a challenge, but you're going to do so well, and you're going to end up with advantage, victory, and also very, very successful indeed. There is the actual negotiation that you are going to have on this day, and it's going to be mind-blowing indeed. Any negotiation that you can have, any negotiation that you need to have, try to do it on the 31st of May. Try to do it on this day, okay? Because if you do it on this particular day, you're just going to end up with so much more that you would end up normally. Just a little tip. Okay, so now my gorgeous Taurus, going on a very first part of May 2019. This is all going to be about your rebirth. This is all going to be about your release. This is all going to be about your emergence. And also, you know, this is going to be about you doing things effortlessly, things that would normally really get on your nerves and things like that. And this is going to be because this is also going to be about the completion. There is a certain completion that is going to come through forward, and this is going to happen right in the first week of May, and that completion is going to kind of give you va-va-voom feeling, and it's going to give you the sharpness of focus. You will be able to focus, and you will be able to see things crystal clear, and that in itself is just going to help you to connect to a bit further when it comes to your future. And suddenly certain parts of your future are going to become revealed to you, that you're going to be able to attach yourself straight away and work your way towards. What else I was going to say, it is just a success that you're going to have financially. This is going to be good time, stepping point indeed, and you're going to feel really free, you're going to feel really liberated, you're going to feel really light, you're going to feel really happy, and that is just going to be so good, because you're going to become the part of the situation here. You will go somewhere, you'll be surrounded by people who you're not surrounded by, and someone is going to ask you something is going to be triggered in the best possible way, and you're going to react react really quickly, and then you're going to surprise yourself like, oh my God, my Lord, I can't believe I reacted so quickly. And the bottom line is that your reaction is going to be slightly like a little bit different to what you would normally react. You're going to say something that's a little bit different, nothing too bad or anything like that, but that in itself, my babies, is going to be huge, massive, amazing, because something is going to be revealed to you, certain mask is going to fall, and then when that happens, you are going to realize that this is your turning point. This is going to be your turning point, and this is going to be a wheel of fortune, right then and there. And what's going to happen is like a certain imbalance that you had in commitments is just going to be connected to this, and this is all going to have a boom boom together, and that is just going to kind of make you feel really happy, because things are going to start making sense. You're going to start feeling happy, free. A new optimism is going to come because of the new direction, and that in itself is just going to bring you the really wonderful inspiration and potential. And especially when it comes to like the period of your life, the area of your life that you were worrying about within the last 10 months, now you're going to realize, oh, thank God, this is over. So this is the feeling, this is the energy that I'm talking about, and that's why I think it's really good. It's brilliant. Also, what you were worrying about a certain family member, there is something that you were worrying about a certain family member that means to you a lot. This is not any family member, or it's like going to be, if you haven't got a family, maybe the best friend or somebody who you feel really close to, your partner, it depends who it is, you say. And then some worrying that you had something that wasn't going that right, maybe a little bit of stress, a little bit of nervousness that they were going through, some worry. Now it's just going to turn out to be really good, so you're not going to need to worry, because the outcome is going to be absolutely wonderful. And also an important news that you're going to have, a good news about a certain family member that is just going to put a really big smile on your face, and it's a lot to do with them, it's a lot to do with their success, it's a lot to do with their direction, and it's a lot to do with their financial situation that is just going to kind of improve, and that is just going to be so good for you. On another hand, I'm so happy, because one of the biggest things in quite few last years that have been going on in your life, this situation in compared to one of the best things, this is going to be huge. This is going to be massive, because something really massive, huge is going to happen in your life mid-May. Like really big, and this is going to mean to you so much. This is going to be important for you so much, and this is so much reconnected with your life in general, with your emotions, with your love life, with your career, with everything in once. But this is so important, but it's a lot to do with your emotions and people around you, people in your life and things like that. This in itself is just going to be connected to the big wish, something that you wanted to do in a really long time. You're going to do this now, and this is going to be big, you see. The whole new assertiveness is going to come through as in a form of optimism and initiative, because you will know that this is your path, this is something that you will do. And also the whole new creativity when it comes to work, career, like a mid-May is just going to be amazing, because you're going to feel extremely creative. On one hand, it's as a teamwork, as a people with a team working in a team, this is going to be brilliant. For those of you who are actually very productive indeed, and for those of you who are like maybe self-employed, this is going to be the time of business indeed. There's a lot going to be happening. For those of you that are retired, and for those of you that are not working, this is also going to be a really creative time, and you're about to rediscover yourself at around this time. You're about to rediscover yourself, you're about to rediscover your life, you're about to rediscover your happiness, and this is going to be a really good starting point, because it's all connected to the certain communication breakdown that caused a little bit of confusion, and this is all the way going back. This is just part of the really big picture, and this is going back all the way. And now this is just going to be bouncing back, and karmically this is going to be an important time for you, and that's why it's just going to reflect on you in such a way where you're going to feel so much energy. Okay, the last part of May 2019, it is all going to be about you feeling really brave. This is the time of bravery, but this is the time of energy, this is the time of determination, this is the time when you're going to need to like really, just the last week, I need you to like go out, be as active as you can, try to as many things as you can, and especially when it comes to like maybe like be active, go into the forest, have a little reconnection with the nature, because the beautiful balance you are going to have here, beautiful balance. And also you will have this magic of like trying new things that is going to be extremely significant at the end of May. You will have this magic of trying new things and just making it, multiplying so much more, and making it feeling, it's the feeling of getting it and feeling it and being part of that dimension in a slightly different way. And when we feel things in a slightly different way, that means that we are part of the different dimension, and that means that our journey, our spiritual journey is changing, and we are evolving, and we are about to go on the whole new level. And this happening right at the end of May, this is amazing. And especially when it comes to you, my gorgeous, gorgeous Taurus. The whole new balance is going to come through, and I can see that you will do karmically something really beautiful when it comes to finances, and when it comes to like helping someone perhaps and things like that. This is brilliant. And also it is just something really important is going to happen when it comes to the certain possession that you have. There is going to be like an enlightening really idea, some kind of idea when it comes to the certain possession, and this is going to be so good. This is going to be really important. Just try to think about it, what it is and what possession, what idea you could have, because this in itself is going to be brilliant. This in itself is just going to be like the whole new enlightenment effect on you indeed, and it's going to have direct impact on your security, power, and on the future planning. Another thing I was going to say is just so important, my beautiful, gorgeous Taurus, that at the end of May it's also going to bring a huge financial opportunity. So watch this space. Very, very interesting month, very, very important month. And by the time this month comes to an end, there is so much that is actually going to change. There's so much that is actually going to unfold, and it's going to reflect on your life in the best possible way. So now, my gorgeous Taurus, I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are in relationship. Now, for those of you that are in relationship, you see I've got a little bit of sun on my face. Hello. For those of you that are in relationship, I mean, this is going to be like a brilliant time, because there we go. If I go slightly further back, there you go. For those of you that are in relationship, this is going to be an amazing time, because there is something so important going to happen. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it, because most certainly this month is gonna have an amazing impact on you and your relationship. This is all going to be about your relationship and your partner, and it's not only about that, it's about you and your partner taking this relationship on the whole next level. This is it, you see, this is the thing, this is the time, this is the month that is just going to kind of reflect on both of you, and you're going to do something really important, you're going to do something really significant, you're going to do something that is going to last for a really long time, and only people who really love each other can do this. And you trust your partner trusts you, therefore it's just all about the love, it's all about the trust, it's all about the harmony, it's all about freedom of emotion, it's all about emotions, it's all about the right balance, and it's all about the time, and it's all about, I mean, taking relationship on the whole next level. Something really wonderful and beautiful, it's actually going to happen this month in between you and your partner. Watch this space. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are actually single. Taurus, gosh. Okay, shall I just pick this up, since they just like want the screen to come out? Okay, so there we go. So you see, this is most certainly, these are the cards that actually fell out. And when I kind of connect to single Tauruses, you see this is not going to be the great month. I need to be a little bit careful. It is going to be the time when you're actually going to be focusing a lot on what is happening around you. You're going to be focusing a lot on what is happening around you. You will be meeting lots of people. You will be surrounded by lots of people, and you're going to be quite busy, because there's a lot going to be happening. There are lots of decisions that you're going to be making, indeed. But there is just somebody is going to kind of try to become a part of the scenario this month, and I would like to stay away from that person, because it's just somebody really dark, and somebody who's going to maybe try to like use you for something, and it's not the right person karmically. It's just somebody whom your spiritual journey is not meant to be, somebody who's just not really in the right frame of mind. It's nothing about them being really horrible or something like that. It's nothing about them being really nasty. It's nothing about them being really evil, but it's just something that is not quite right about them and their spiritual journey. This person is going through something really difficult, and this person hasn't kind of come out of it. This person is still kind of going through some kind of spiritual journey that is very difficult, very heavy, and very dark indeed. Okay, so that's why this person is not ready for the relationship, not ready for anything like that just yet, because if you do this, you will just end up picking up like a really a huge amount of negative energy from this this person, and that would just kind of block you from moving on in your life and being happy. It is like some kind of energy that it's very difficult sometimes, you know, because sometimes people are really nice, but they are going through really difficult things in their lives. It's to do with their karma, and it's to do with their past life, and that sometimes it's really hard because people can be nice, but whoever is around these people is like really low energy, negative energy, you know, like it's a low vibration. There are things that these people can do, you know, they can take certain like essential oils, they can take like a certain crystals and things like meditations. There's a lot like grounding, there's a lot these people can do to help themselves out. But when it comes to finding a new relationship, it's most certainly it's not the right time, because it is just this time need to heal. So this person will need to heal. I'm sorry, but you know, to flirt and have a great time with people, it's absolutely fine, you know, and this is exactly what I think that you're going to be doing. But taking things seriously, I don't think so. There is so much going to be going on in your life anyway, and this is going to be the big months, big huge months when it comes to the decision making. But I can see you having a great time flirting, okay? I can see you indeed. But by flirting, you're also going to kind of rediscover yourself in a certain way, and again you will see exactly what I mean. My gorgeous, ever so precious Taurus, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love you to bits. I'm sending you brightest blessings, healing and light. Okay, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.